I always grew up thinking I hit the jackpot with my family. I always grew up thinking I hit the jackpot with my family. My dad was a highly successful investment banker. My mom was a socialite, and we lived in a massive house in Connecticut. My dad was strict, sure, but he provided everything for us. Private schools, luxury vacations, the works. 6 months ago, my dad passed away suddenly from a massive heart attack while on a business trip in Chicago. It was devastating. My mom was a wreck, and as the oldest son, I had to handle all the estate paperwork. A few weeks after the funeral, my mom, my two sisters, and I sat in a mahogany boardroom for the reading of his will. We knew my dad was worth roughly $15 million, so my mom was already talking about setting up a charity foundation in his name. The lawyer clears his throat. He looks incredibly uncomfortable. He reads the standard legal jargon, and then he gets to the asset division. He says, to my wife, Clara, and my 3 children, I leave the Connecticut house and the sum of $100,000 to cover immediate debts. My mom gasped, $100,000, where was the $15 million? The lawyer continued, the entirety of my remaining estate, all liquid assets, investment portfolios, and the Chicago properties are to be left to my true wife, Maria, and our 4 children. The room exploded. My mom started screaming, completely hysterical. I demanded to see the paperwork, assuming it was a fake, or that my dad had some secret mistress who manipulated him. I hired a private investigator the next day to track down this Maria woman in Chicago to contest the will. A week later, the investigator called me. He didn't sound triumphant. He sounded sick. He said, you can't contest the will. Maria isn't the mistress. I told him he was crazy. My parents had been married for 30 years. He sent me the files. My dad married Maria 35 years ago. They never divorced. He started working at her father's firm, built his wealth there, and had 4 kids with her. He traveled to Connecticut for business, where he met my mom. My mom wasn't his wife. Their marriage certificate was forged. We weren't his primary family. We were his secret second life. But here is the absolute worst part. The reason he left us nothing. My dad didn't make his fortune in banking. He had been quietly embezzling millions from Maria's family business for decades to fund our lavish lifestyle in Connecticut. He knew an audit was coming that would expose him. He died of a stress-induced heart attack knowing he was caught. He left the $15 million to Maria to pay back what he stole, leaving my mother, who hasn't worked a day in her life, with a forged marriage certificate, 0 legal rights, and a mountain of unpaid property taxes.